Good morning, afternoon, or evening, ladies and biscuits. Nintendo has released an interesting product. I woke up this morning, had some breakfast, I had a bagel, and I was greeted with a YouTube notification from Nintendo about a Nintendo alarm clock. Yes, that's right, Nintendo is releasing an alarm clock. And it is exactly what it says it is. It is a Nintendo-themed alarm clock. It's a clock, and it shows the alarm with a bunch of different 5 different Nintendo games. And they have 7 different things, and it's pretty fun. It's pretty interesting. The more I think about it, this is like a, something that you would see kind of back in Nintendo's early days, like the 80s and 90s, when they were first getting their foot in the door and they were making all these weird products. But it's cute. You got, Mario and Zelda, and that makes sense. That's like their main thing. When you think of Nintendo, you probably think Mario and Zelda and all that. So you gotta have Mario and Zelda for any Nintendo product that comes out. And then they have Pikmin, which is nice to see that Pikmin is getting this nice treatment of being a part of these Nintendo kings and queens of the series when it's been so long since they've gotten a game. And that's also nice because they have this little, sleep noise, white noise thing along with this alarm clock. So it'd be nice to, with Pikmin, and you've probably seen the other videos like Mario and Zelda soothing music to help you sleep or focus or whatever. So it's nice that they have that, because they have that. It's for sleeping and waking up, and it's probably gonna be nice waking up to Pikmin music. And then they have Splatoon, Splatoon 3 music, and I thought that was interesting because Splatoon 3 music is not calming or, relaxing. Splatoon 3 music is very it's very it gets loud. It's crazy. So I don't know how you would feel waking up to like Splatoon 3 music, but whatever. It's maybe they've toned it down a notch. It's not as loud as it is like in the games or whatever. They kind of lowered the volume a little bit, which I can kind of see happening. And then they have Ring Fit. Sure, why not? For no reason, Ring Fit. I mean, Mario, Zelda, Splatoon, Pikmin, this makes sense. These are big Nintendo brands. Ring Fit. The exercise game. Not Animal Crossing, not Kirby, not Metroid, not anything else Ring Fit. And I think that's interesting, but also kind of makes sense because, Ring Fit, exercise, it's probably one of those things that'll help you kind of get up in the morning. And it's more than just an alarm clock. Instead of like putting it on snooze after a couple of minutes, like it just keeps going, and then after a couple of minutes, it's like, hey, you gotta get up, because, they showed, like, with Mario, they got Bowser. Bowser comes over, he'll be like, hey, better wake up, or Bowser's gonna come destroy your house, or whatever. So it'll probably be the same for, like, all the other ones, probably be Ganondorf for Zelda, or, whatever else big bad guys are in the other ones. Like, maybe it'll be Bulbor, or DJ Octavio, or whatever the workout demon's name was in Ring Fit, That's interesting to think about. Like, what would that be? And then they also have, like, they have little motion sensors. When you move around, noise happens. So, like, Nintendo coins, Mario coins, will give you the Mario coins, and then they'll alert you about, the top of the hour. It's like, hey, it's 3 o'clock, and we're doing special things. And it was just such a cute little trailer, honestly. It was adorable. And they're like, updates will be coming for this too. And it's like Mario Kart and Animal Crossing music will be updated soon. And I think that's just a weird thing to have updates for. A Nintendo alarm clock. Why not just put them in the alarm clock already? This isn't something that needs to be updated. This is an alarm clock. But I guess to keep people interested in, like, hey, alarm clock or whatever, you need a Nintendo Switch Online subscription to buy it. Hey, Biscuit from the future here chiming in. Turns out you don't need a Nintendo Online subscription to buy it. You just needed a Nintendo Online subscription to buy it early, because that's what they said. I rewatched the trailer. They said for a limited time it'll be available paid. You'll see on the screen. So no, you won't need one. It'll be available soon, probably, maybe. I don't know, but sorry about that. Don't want to spread any misinformation. So back to you, Biscuit. not to use it, so that's interesting, because I got it from my Nintendo, so I don't know why you would need a whatever, but, you know, it was a cute idea, and I was like, you know what, I want this, I want to buy this, even though, you know, I have my phone for my alarms, and I have it set to music that I like dancing to, like moving around to, from a playlist I called Cartoon, which has all these different pieces, not music, just a bunch of mishmash and nonsense and silliness that, you know, helps me put me in a good mood, helps me dance around thanks to good positive thoughts. And then I have on my TV, I have YouTube playing, but it's a playlist of the Midnight Snap of Freddy Fish, and I have that playing, and it helps me sleep, and I have that, so I don't really need this, but I want it, you know. I don't have an alarm clock. I don't have a clock in my room, so when all my devices are plugged in and charging, and I'm just lying in bed and I don't want to move or do anything, I'm just like, hey, what time is it, Mario? Be like, ho, it's a 3:55. So it'd be nice. I go onto the website. It's over $100.
Oh my God.
Now, if it was like $40, $50, $80 or whatever, you know, I could see people being like, that's pretty absurd and ridiculous for a Nintendo alarm clock, but it would be somewhat understandable. You know, this is a licensed Nintendo product. It's a licensed Nintendo alarm clock, and it's weird, but it's Nintendo, so that would make sense. This is not something that should be over $100. I mean, what kind of goofball, what kind of silly goose would spend all that money for something that you could have cheaper? Just to, it's the only special thing is about it is it's about a Nintendo thing. What kind of person would spend money on that? Look, listen. I know I'm sounding negative with it. I know, but I can't be a salesman and convince you why you should buy this, because again, it's just an alarm clock, but I'm curious as to how it works. I'm curious as to how Nintendo alarm clock works, you know, with a Nintendo hat. That was just something silly. That was just a silly idea, because they were pushing that, hey, this is back in stock, wowzers. It's like, I don't even remember it. I don't even remember that in the first place. But with the Nintendo alarm clock, I can't imagine they'll get very many sales aside from scalpers or, you know, other content creators talking about it, but it's just an alarm clock that plays Nintendo music. But maybe it might be something more than that. Maybe it might be a little radio. You could play other Nintendo music along with it. It's you know, I don't know what else to say about it, really. It's just a cute idea. It's kind of silly. I like that when Nintendo does stuff like that. It's just weird and different, and like, you know, that's just kind of what Nintendo does. They do weird things. They make weird consoles. They make weird games. That's what they do. You don't see Xbox or PlayStation making an alarm clock, do you? No, you don't. Imagine that. Imagine a PlayStation 4 alarm clock. And it's more in the early morning, Kratos just yells at you to wake up, boy, wake up, boy. And something, I don't know. Okay, his voice is very deep. You know, life is good. I think it's silly. I think it's ridiculous that it's over $100. I wish it wasn't over $100, but you know what? That's what life is all about. Spending money on things you probably don't need, but you really want. That's what if I make the money, I work hard to earn money to spend on things that I don't even need in the first place, but I want them. And that's what I do. That is what I do. I work hard for that. So that's what that is. It's a cute novelty idea. That's what I think about it, you know, and I like it. And I really am genuinely curious to see what else there is to it, because if it really is just an alarm clock, and they'll be updating it at least, so there'll be more music being added to it, but can you imagine them drip feeding like they do with Nintendo Switch Online? Like every couple of months you'll get like one new music track for this. It's just silly. It's silly, all right? I like it. I like it a lot, and that's what I have to say about that. So, thank you for watching this video to the end if you have. I know I yapped on for a long time about a Nintendo Switch alarm clock, but yeah, thanks for clicking on the video. Thanks for watching it. Even if you watched just like the first 20 seconds and then clicked off, you know, I appreciate you and all that you do, and you are a fantastic human being, and I hope that you are having a great day, or a great night, or a great afternoon. I just hope you're doing great in general, because you deserve to be having the greatness, you know? And that's it for... that's it for this video. Bye-bye, biscuits!